Hello, mate. Because I'd done, did. I don't even know how to say it. I did a video, a live video with you, didn't I? And I showed you a trip around the house and where it was and everything. But what I realised is actually you've been missed out of all the other videos I've done that I've been sending people links to, and now I've uploaded them to YouTube. So this is a special video for you, and not exclusively for you necessarily, but it's a special one for you. I'm talking to you directly. But so this is an update on the house, and I mean, you could just watch the other videos, but there's a few other bits in here for you as well. So we've had the front door moved from here to here, effectively reclaiming some of the outside where there was a huge soffit, extended soffit that came in. We've had some new stairs put in. I am using wide angle, so it's the size of everything's a little bit exaggerated. Anyway, you'll like this. You see, we've got the winders here. We go up the winders here. Mind your head. That's foam, because I keep banging it. You have to couch down. You come up here, up the stairs to these winders up here, round the up the top winder. Oh, hang on. There's a wall in the way. Yeah, bit of a bad calculation on my behalf there. But yeah, so we'll have to do something about this wall, I think, possibly. That's a joke, by the way. Haha, funny. We step off here at the moment and we go onto the landing, and the stairs are going to come in through this bedroom, which is going to disappear into a landing, become a landing. And I don't know if I've told you all this already, so forgive me if I'm repeating myself. But this is the old stair starting here, you see. So we've got a reclaimed bit of landing here. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a problem, though. I think I might have to remove that cupboard. But no, it is. It's going. That cupboard's going, so the landing's gonna, or the opening to the stairs is gonna go right over to here, and we can get some light in here as well. But it's a bit of a mess, isn't it? And I've got to do all this myself because it is just too expensive here to get things done. Yeah, I know. I used to think how expensive things were in New Zealand. Well, they've gone bonkers here. We've ordered the kitchen. That's coming from that place I remember telling you about, the one on the mainland with the huge showroom. But the reason the floor's all up is because it's uneven. Because these were 3 individual rooms, 4 if you count the area I'm standing in. And I don't know if you're familiar with this because of the different building styles in New Zealand. But because this is a suspended floor and a traditional brick and block house, each floor was constructed within the room. The rooms had already formed. The brickwork had been done right up to here before the floor went in. So they only have to make the floor roughly level for the room that it's in, not for the whole house, like when we're laying or when we used to lay a slab. Well, that's not metaphorically, but you know what I mean. So this runs out all the way along here. So I've had to take it all out, and I'm going to have to reseat these bearers on some mortar. Can you believe it that I'm doing this? But I've been taking sleeper walls out and redundant walls. You see, that's a wall there, that one there, that went all the way up. You can see where I've done a little bit of filling in there, and that steel beam is taking its place. The same over here. This is new plumbing that's gone in. Same here. You see, that wall's been taken down. But they only took it down to floor level, and I've taken it down all the way just to get rid of it, tidying it up. You know what I'm like? So it goes all the way up there. And then there was loads of walls and cupboards and all that sort of thing here, which I've taken down. Yeah, so look at that lovely kitchen floor. So that's that. This is our temporary kitchen in the utility room, as we call them here, or laundry as they are in New Zealand. That's our temp kitchen. Look at that new gas boiler. Our temporary lounge. Nice and tidy, isn't it? Oh, going through to the conservatory, which will be knocked down. I thought you'd appreciate my my little bits and bobs here. You see my improvised tool cabinet here, you see. A compressor, another compressor. Here's some old units that were left here, which I've bolted all together to make another tool caddy. And I've also used it for my my drop saw. That's not the one. If you're thinking that looks a bit smaller than the one I had, that is an additional one. It does metal as well. So that's all that, you see. Thought you might appreciate that. Right, something's just taken my attention. I am expecting a delivery. Now, there's something that's specifically that you might enjoy. Oh yes, here it is. Is he going to knock? Or just put it through the letterbox? Yep. Oh, hang on a minute, mate. Right, I'm back. It's no time at all, was it? Look, I'm going to do one of these. Have you seen these unboxings on YouTube? Look, delivery from Amazon here. Ordered it yesterday at about 2 o'clock. Next day delivery. And what is it? What's in the package? What is in the package? Look at that. It's a new switch for my concrete mixer. True. Yeah, look at that. I'll show you where the concrete mixer is in a minute. That's exciting, isn't it? So anyway, what I was going to show you was I needed somewhere to store materials, because although they could have gone in here, you know, I like space and things to be reasonably tidy. Oh, there's one of the old doors, but behind that is our new front door. 2 lights, and look in there, oak door, not real oak, composite door. Yeah, I didn't know about them either. I don't think we had them in New Zealand. Anyway, so I needed somewhere to store some tools, and I was thinking about getting one of those gazebos sort of thing with some sides. And my brother said, "Oh, I bought a temporary garage to store JD." That's his son-in-law, Karen, while they're overseas. But Pauline didn't want it on the drive, my sister-in-law. Didn't want it on the drive. So he said, "I've never put it up, but I mean, you could have that." So I said, "Oh, good, that'd be good." Anyway, so we started putting it up, and I thought, "Oh, this looks all right. This looks a bit big." There we have it. Good, eh? And then we took out some French doors to the conservatory. And Mark, my brother, I can't take any credit for this, said, "How about if we put those in the front of the hospitality unit," as it's become called. So there we are. I've got these lovely French doors, double glazed, so they're going to be nice and cosy in the winter. And there we are. There is the store. What do you reckon of that then, eh? You see, you didn't need all those containers and things, you just needed a big tent. So that's the inside. You've seen, I'm going to give you a quick walk round the front, if you're still watching. So I think you saw it when this setup was all vegetation, right round here. It was just thick. Let's have a look. So just thick right round here. You couldn't get any further than this at all. And then so that's all been done. This is wall carpet from inside, so all natural material I've put down and keep the weeds down. Look, and it's rotting away nicely. Save me having to dump it. Yeah, so this was all thick, overgrown part of the garden that nobody had seen. Look, it's already growing back around these old stumps. They were supposed to be dug out, but they missed them. And the big hedge along the front has got do you like the gallows over there? The pallet, that's what the front door came on. Yeah, so all this has been cut down. This was high and thick. And where those stairs are and that big pile of dirt, that was bushes there. Well, basically wherever there isn't grass, I suppose that's all I needed to really say, didn't I? You can see where the front doors come out to because of the cement board. Ooh, what can we do with this space? Oh, there's my cement mixer in the super glass house here. Yeah, there it is. See, I wasn't joking. Anyway, how long's that? Oh, 12 minutes. Anyway, I hope you're okay and everything's going well for you. And we'll have to catch up by phone. Or not phone, but you know what I mean. Well, look, some scrap here. Do you need anything to build a house with? If you use it, it'll certainly be considered green because you'll be recycling. I can send it over. I've got some pallets I can put it on for you, and I can take it to the port on my lovely trailer there. Oh look, that's what I'll show you this. You see those bags there? They're full of rubble that I've taken from underneath the floor. All those, they're about 20 kilos, 20 plus kilos each, those. Right, I will let you go now. And as I say, let's have a chat sometime. Cheers. Bye.